I'm rolling up the dough so we can make the cinnamon rolls.
Go as slow as possible. Make sure you get the ends like he's doing. He's doing a good job at it. Get the ends slowly. What is up, YouTube channel? My name is Zach and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I brought my guest back with me.
Hi, I'm Zaire.
And we are cooking today. As you see in the description down below, we're going to be cooking cinnamon rolls. But first, we're going to start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. So as that's preheating, that's going to take about a 15-minute wait time. So we're going to come back to that. So next, in a small bowl, we're going to dissolve our yeast. So we're going to get our bowl, and we need our yeast. So we're going to pour the yeast in the bowl. So we get about a half cup of water and a half cup of sugar. So all you need right now to dissolve your yeast, you're going to mix that up. You can use a spoon or knife and let that sit until it gets bubbly at the top. So that could take about 5 to 6 minutes depending on how much sugar and how much salt you put in the bowl. So next, in another large bowl, we're going to mix 1/2 of warm. Next, we're going to need 1/4 cup of sugar. So 1/4. 1/3 cup of butter. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 egg. So now we're going to put the bowl under the KitchenAid mixer and mix it on medium for about 3 minutes. As the KitchenAid is continuing to blend, now we're going to add 2 cups of flour. And it's always good to have a leveler or a knife on hand to level off the flour. We're going to level off this flour, and we're going to pour it in the mixture slowly. I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. As the mix is still mixing, now we're going to add our yeast. So we're going to stop this for a second, lift this up. We're going to need a soft spatula and knock this down. And then we're going to add our yeast. So the yeast is going to activate our dough. So first, after we add our yeast, we're going to have to about an hour, hour and a half until our dough doubles in size. So add our yeast mixture. After you add your yeast mixture, you're going to turn your blender back on down to low. And you're going to let that blend for a couple more minutes. And now Zaire's going to flour our surface so we can begin to roll out our dough. Now that the dough is done, we're going to take it out of the KitchenAid. We're going to pour it onto the floured surface. We're going to take it out of the KitchenAid. Zaire, you want to help me knock some of this down? So after we knock all the dough back into the KitchenAid, we're going to put this dough on the surface. Now we're going to knead the dough with our hands for about 5 to 6 minutes. So we're going to make sure we get this dough all floured up. After kneading the dough for about 5 to 6 minutes, now we're going to put the dough inside the container and we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half until it rises and doubles in size. So now Zaire going to put the oil, put about half a teaspoon of oil around the bowl. Next, all you got to do is just pick up the dough and just put it in there like that. And now we're going to get some wrap, some plastic wrap. You're going to wrap the top of the container with plastic wrap all the way around. Don't make it too tight. It needs to breathe a little bit. So don't make the wrap too tight. Just take about 2 to 3 strips of plastic wrap, not too much. After you get your plastic wrap on top of the dough, you're going to set this in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half, and then come back to it. When the yeast has doubled in size, we're going to take this plastic cover off and take it out of the bin. The dough has doubled in size, so now we're just going to push it up against each other. So now we know that the yeast has activated itself. So now we're going to roll it out onto a lightly floured surface. So now, I'm going to get it on the rolling pin. We're going to roll this out just a little bit. It's going to be about 15 inches long and then a width of 9 inches. We're going to just keep rolling this out, add more flour as we go. Third, you're going to add a little bit more flour to our rolling pan. Then you can try rolling out. So make sure it's about 15 inches long. No, make sure it's about 15 inches long, about 9 inches wide. Alright, Zaire, I'll take it from here. Roll this out a little bit more. We're going to go about 9 inches long, about 15 inches wide. Butter all over your dough. We're going to get a butter. We're going to half teaspoon. And we're going to spread this over our dough. And melt about a 1/3 cup of butter. Now just use a soft spatula to move some more around. Now next is going to be the fun part. Because everybody knows this. If you up to date with all my episodes on videos, you know this one. You know what I'm about to say next. Say it in every video, no matter time of day you watching, no matter what day you watching it on. So next, we're gonna get a cluster cup. We're gonna add our cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then Zaire is going to sprinkle that over our dough for us. Sprinkle that all over the dough for us. Make sure you spread it out. And we did this cinnamon and sugar because, as you know, I always love that sweet taste when it comes to baking. If you said that with me, drop a like and subscribe down below and let me know what you want to see in my next video. So now that we got our cinnamon and sugar on, it is optional if you want to sprinkle walnuts, nuts, or anything else that you would like inside of your cinnamon rolls will be okay too. Holding the bottom of the baking pan. So we're going to need our baking pan. We're going to be coating the bottom of our baking pan. First, we're going to need about half a teaspoon of butter, and we're going to sprinkle this over. So that's going to give the bottom of our cinnamon rolls a little coat and a little sweet taste. And now we're going to add about a teaspoon of sugar. And then you're going to sprinkle that. So now we're going to place our pan right up here, and then we're going to get a sharp knife, and we're going to cut these cinnamon rolls into slices. And then we're going to roll them. We're going to make sure everything is spread out evenly across. Evenly across the dough. We're going to cut the dough and we're going to roll the dough. Now this is what it should look like after you done cut and rolled them out. After you put in your cinnamon and sugar, now we're going to roll them up and then make our cinnamon rolls. We put our cinnamon sugar already on our dough. Now that we have put our cinnamon sugar on our dough, now we're going to roll them up. So you're going to take one in and just start rolling. Just roll them. Roll them and then place them into the pie dish. Just roll them. This shouldn't take too long, but please do not rush and do this. This is like one of the gentle parts of baking it. Just take your time and roll them up. Now that we have finished rolling up our cinnamon rolls, now we're going to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes until it gets brown on the outside. Put that in the top shelf. We're going to set a 30-minute timer. We're going to make our topping. So what you're going to need some powdered sugar, some melted butter, some vanilla, and a teaspoon of water. So you can make as much as you want to your desired taste buds, but I'm just going to do a little bit of all of it. About a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of water, and about half a cup of butter. You're going to mix that up. And that will make you a sweet icing for the top of your cinnamon rolls. Now that we got the icing done, now we're going to wait for the cinnamon rolls to come out. Now you're going to let these cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then you see we got our toppings over there. We'll spread those along the toppings and enjoy warm. You can store these in an airtight container for up to 3 days. Zaire gonna tell us about his YouTube channel.
So my YouTube channel is about turning nothing into something. And I just want everyone's imagination to go wild.
His channel is gonna be called Zaire's Creative Corner, and he wants you guys to come on and watch his. He's gonna be showing you guys how to make different things out of nothing, as in toys or. And what's your first video gonna be about? Your first couple videos gonna be about?
Legos.
Legos and unboxing. So hope you stay tuned for that, and I'll be posting it in my description down below. And also my Zach Snacks website will be down below in the description. Go check that out too, and book me for your next event. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't worry, I will be back for another one. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's called Zaire's Creative Corner. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Drop a like and comment down below.